Pardon the interruption, but I'm Ben Tuschman.
And I'm Maile. Today we're going to be talking about the FIFA corruption scandal, Peyton Manning, and baseball's decline. So it's pretty well known now that FIFA is a corrupt organization.
I think we can agree on that one.
Yeah, this is a group that has had 7 officials arrested by the U.S. Department of Justice for accepting bribes in excess of $150 million. Its own president, Sepp Blatter, has even been banned from all football-related activities for up to 8 years. Recently, though, FIFA's given the World Cup to Qatar. What are your thoughts on this, Ben?
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever been to Qatar, Maile, but it can get pretty hot. Summer temperatures can actually reach highs of 120 degrees. It's not that easy to run for 90 minutes in those kinds of temperatures. So, oil-rich Qatar is going to build indoor stadiums in order to keep the players cool during the tournament. Great idea, right? Well, all the migrant workers they hired to build those stadiums are now basically slaves that aren't allowed to leave the country, and estimates say that 4,000 workers will die before a ball is even kicked.
Yeah, I think we can both agree it's a pretty disgusting situation, but the real question is, why has FIFA not taken away the World Cup from Qatar? 2022 is still 6 years away, and I think that's enough time for a country with some infrastructure to take over. And to stop their tradition of bribery and corruption, that's exactly what they need to do.
Exactly, and if FIFA takes away the World Cup from Qatar now, then thousands of migrant workers' lives could be saved. And sure, Qatar will have tons of unfinished stadiums lying around, but that's the kind of statement that FIFA needs to make right now.
Well, from football corruption to football scandal, quarterback legend Peyton Manning has recently come under the spotlight, and it isn't for his latest Super Bowl victory. The 39-year-old Denver Broncos quarterback has come under some scrutiny for sexual harassment allegations that occurred during his time at the University of Tennessee.
Yeah, with his 5 NFL MVP awards, 2 Super Bowl rings, and record number of touchdowns, this isn't a question of his talent. He's basically been the golden boy of football during his time in the NFL. But if these allegations turn out to be true, his legacy will take a serious hit because of it, and rightfully so in my opinion.
Ben, I'm going to have to disagree. He's an athlete, nothing more, nothing less. His job is to win Super Bowls and provide for his team. 2 things he's been able to do consistently over an 18-year career, and I think that's pretty remarkable.
Look, that's all well and good. But when these players become professionals, they know they're going to have millions of people watching them week in and week out, and they have a responsibility to be better humans because of it. You look at a guy like Tiger Woods, one of the best golfers of his generation, possibly one of the best of all time. Then the huge scandal comes out, and he'll never be remembered in the same light because of it. Now you look at Peyton. He already owns huge stake in Papa John's. He might even want to manage his own team someday. If he really wants to continue his career in football after his playing days, I think he has to address these allegations being made against him, and then he can move forward as a person.
All right, well, we've talked about corruption and scandal. Do we have anything fun to talk about today, Ben?
Nope. But I will slow it down for you. America's favorite pastime is passing a bit too much time, apparently, with average baseball game times reaching an all-time high of 3 hours and 8 minutes. In order to cut down on the amount of time wasted in between pitches and speed up the game as a whole, Major League Baseball is implementing pitching timers, and I gotta say, I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of this one, Maile.
Honestly, Ben, when you look at it, even with longer games, hits and runs per games have declined, and attendance has dropped basically across the board. I think this is a good move by the MLB to keep baseball's relevance in a time when it has a serious chance of dropping out of the public eye.
Dropping out?
Yes.
Look, this isn't a sport that's exactly failing. Tons of new players are signed on to lucrative multi-million-dollar contracts every year, and millions tune into the World Series every time it comes around. Of course it's not going to be as exciting as football or basketball. That's because baseball, the action stretch over a 180-game season. Football only has 16 regular games this season. Of course they're going to cram in as much action in as little game time as possible. If they play any more games, concussions might become too big of an issue that they might actually have to do something about it.
All right, Ben, calm down. Whether you like it or not, this is the way the world's moving. Fans want more action and less downtime. Personally, I think this is long overdue and might help baseball regain some of the ground it's lost over the last couple of years.
I guess we'll have to agree to disagree, but I'm Ben Tuschman.
And I'm Maile, and see you on the next episode of PTI.